Welcome back to another episode of Exploring Shasta County History. I'm your host, Jeremy M. Tickle. Today, we're up in the Sacramento River Canyon, north of Redding, at a very historic site. This is the location of the Sims Cemetery. Now, when we get up here to this entryway, there are two angels, one on the left side, one on the right side, that appear, you will see. And then on top is the name of the cemetery with the establishment date of 1863. This is a historic cemetery, but what lies within may surprise you because a lot of these are cinder cone markers. There's a few traditional headstones, but the rest of it, like I said, cinder cone markers. So check this out. Come with me as we explore Shasta County's history. Sims, 1863. Here's the angel on the right. And on the left, this one's a little bit hard to get to, but you can see it right there. The property line of this cemetery starts all the way down here. It's this rotted wood that you see along the boundary line, going all the way up. And this is the road that we're on. So there's the wood there. And once again, this is the boundary property line. So going back down and entering into the cemetery. The more modern section is right up here. Start with the big headstone here. Some of these you can see the indentures going into the ground. Egger, Berta Dean Egger, and Raymond Dale Egger. Berta died, looks like 1995. And the other one I can't really tell. Can't really make much of that one. This one is George Witt, born 1885, died 1911. This one is Tom Allen, born 1865, died 1921. And in front of us, there's another road. No name on that one. Another one with no name. This one here, George A. Witt, U.S. Army veteran. Thank you for serving. Born August 10th, 1911, died December 19th, 1984. In loving memory of Ida E. Witt, born October 10th, 1908, died April 5th, 1999. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You have indentures going all the way down at where I'm pointing, in between those two trees. These are all headstones, and of course headstones on this side as well. There's one more right here. Just one after another lined up in a row. One next to rock. And of course, no names on any of these right in here. Here's one indenture. I don't know if it picks up on screen really well, but it slips down. I'm going to try to walk around them on this side. So there's just a row of those. So you follow my finger. Going on down that way, and there's more over here. probably good 20 to 30, maybe more burials located in here. Find a Grave shows 21 burials. And there's one entry on Find a Grave. I'm not sure how accurate it is. I tried doing the research and genealogy of the person myself to see when he died. I couldn't find him, but I believe it states that he was buried in here in the 1850s. And I'll go ahead and look that up again to show you guys at home when I get a chance. But right now, the date on the entryway says 1863. Here's a tin marker. It says patent pending. I've actually added 3 people to the cemetery from doing research on it. Because their obituaries list that they are buried here, and there's record of them being buried here. And by the way, the property line, I don't know if you can see it, but where my finger is, that's the barbed wire fence right there, the greenery, coming all the way down to this tree right here to my left. And once again, no names. So here's the property line. Looking back up, seeing what we covered already. Turning around behind me from the other way I was facing, you have 2 right here. And turning back to the other side where I was, there are these 2. Try to get in my camera. Here you go. No name. Very faded, but I believe this person's on Find a Grave and his name there, so I'll get the name off of that for you. Among the people who I've found also buried here that I've added to Find Grave is that of Benjamin F. Garrett. Benjamin died December 29th, 1910. This account is from his obituary in the Shasta Courier newspaper from Shasta. B. F. Garrett, a pioneer of the state, died yesterday in the county hospital where he had been a patient less than 2 months. He was a native of Missouri, aged almost 84 years, and had been a resident of California for 60 years. His home is at Sims. In the early days, he was a partner of George Hearst, later Senator Hearst. They were schoolmates together. They were in business together in Nevada in early days. Garrett first mined in Feather River and then went to Dog Creek at Delta in 1860 in Shasta County. He mined at Delta a good many years and went to Sims or Hazel Creek in 1868, where he lived up to the time his failing health forced him to seek admission to the county hospital at Redding. The body will be shipped this evening by the Houston Company to Sims for burial. According to the research I've done, most of the Garretts that are buried in the cemetery are related to each other. There's more of them over here, and right up against the property line. That's the property line there. Probably using this boulder here as boundary line. There's two of them actually right here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably boundary lines. There is one more burial that I found. Right out here. And it does make an indenture. This tree fell in the path of the one marker. See how it just came down? Rocks are loose. Okay, so you got center cone there. So this is center cone. R.I.P. Milo. And then it looks like it has some dates on the right side. The property line is back over here, so there might be more burials in through here. and try to check it out. Okay, so here's the property line to the cemetery. The sign says property boundary National Forest, land behind this sign. And here's the property line. And we're back at Milo. So we got a wood marker with cinder cone and regular rocks. And probably more burials over here that lost their time. Gonna walk around these indentures. Now the cemetery line goes up. Goes up the road up this way like I was saying. There is another burial right here. The property line goes up here. And continues this way. There's a property marker to these boulders. But there's one more burial right here. And again, no name. Alright folks, if you haven't yet, please smash the subscribe button, like, comment, share. We'll see you soon.